I like this principle. Thank you Tokyo Treat and Sakurako for sponsoring this video. Hey everyone, welcome to Elevate Your Power Level, where we analyze the artwork and life lessons from anime. I'm Coach Donnie, and I'm an art teacher, former animator, volleyball coach, and semi-professional athlete, which is where my reactions and perspectives come from. In this video, I'll be reacting to Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1, Episode 2. I'm really impressed at how good Episode 1 was, because the last two animes I watched, which were Haikyuu and Kuroko no Basket, the first few episodes had a very slow start, and you had to wait 10 episodes or more before things finally got interesting. I also wanted to thank all my channel members for encouraging me to watch Jujutsu Kaisen and branch outside of sports animes, because I'm really enjoying JJK so far. Am I a real anime fan now that I'm using the JJK abbreviations? Before we start, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications for weekly reaction videos. Now let's get this Jujutsu party started. For those who've been watching my anime reaction videos for a long time, I like to drink coffee or the Sakurako tea as I'm watching and enjoying the anime, because especially since it's winter right now and it's really cold, so I like to have something hot to drink on. And I just bought this Yeti mug, and it's crazy how well this keeps the hot tea hot for a very long time. So you'll see me sipping this throughout the anime. Under Jujutsu regulations, so I'm assuming Jujutsu is like a ninja organization. Whoa, look at those biceps. He's putting his hands up. Oh, as he's putting his hands up, he's got his bicep going. Wow, so he immediately got beefed up, but I remember Itadori was already pretty athletic. I remember we learned from the last episode that he was able to control or overcome the cursed energy. Oh, Sensei. This is the guy with the blindfold from the very beginning of episode 1. So I'm looking forward to meeting him. The second years. They make it modern with the pictures from the phone. The higher-ups wouldn't shut up with the special grade curse object gone missing, so he's been looking for it too. It's interesting that he has like a shopping bag here in his hand. Maji. That's the word for real. Like, really? Ooh. Oh, I thought he reached his hand into his stomach. Oh, he's smelling him. What does he mean by swapping out? Maybe he's gonna perform some ritual to swap bodies. Ooh, the strongest. So the sensei, is he the highest sensei, like the leader of the entire Jujutsu clan? So he just brought him some mochi? Uh-oh. Negative curse energy is coming out. I like how he's protecting the mochi. You guys see that? Out of all the things he could be protecting, not his face. Is it sorry, if it's not mochi, by the way, I don't know what it is. Someone made a really thoughtful comment in the last video, empathizing, saying that, hey coach, it must be hard for you to learn the names and think about the commentary and provide analysis. So thank you to that fan for leaving an empathetic comment, because I feel like a lot of people who comment say you're missing all the names, you should slow down, all that stuff. But you know, honestly, as a reactor and commentator, it's hard for me to fully just enjoy and chill and watch, because for me, I'm like watching it from an analysis perspective, because I highly doubt you guys want to just watch me watch the anime without saying anything. So I apologize if it's not mochi he's holding up. I think it's funny that he's protecting the food over his face. What the heck happened? So I thought Itadori was in the sky. Oh, so that is the cursed energy on the... It's like the evil version of Itadori. Wow, look at that animation, those like panning. So something that we take for granted for good animation is that when someone's animating, remember that they're animating on a flat sheet. They're not animating in 3 dimensions. Usually for Kuroko no Basket, like when the basketball is being shot into the rim, a lot of that is CGI, and so you can just tell the software to have a camera that pans around. But when they're doing hand animation, you have to draw a different body angle every second, so every 24 images, which is the average number of images per second when you're animating. So as they're animating here, they're rotating. Like, it's not just drawing someone punching from the side, but imagine trying to draw someone punching as they're rotating. That's really hard to do. Oh, he just punched him. So he's a sorcerer, not a ninja. I apologize if I assumed he was a ninja because I saw all those Naruto-like hand signals. 7. Okay, so that is Itadori. Oh no, did he just kill him? He snaps right back into it. Maybe that's not normal for people to... Yeah, what the heck did he do? Okay, made him fall asleep with just tapping his forehead. I'm gonna try on that on my wife next time I see her, see if I can knock her out. Okay, so Kuna is the cursed spirit, or cursed energy that possessed him. Ooh, well, we know that's not going to happen because Itadori's a main character. Yeah, I wonder what the black hair guy's reason for not wanting Itadori to be executed. Okay, so we flash back to the scene where he's gonna execute him. So this is from the story perspective of the sensei, so you don't know if it's true or not. Was he able to extract it out of his body? Oh, okay, no, there's 20 of them, so he just ate one of them. Ooh, so Kuna has 4 arms. Interesting. So all you can do is just hide them if you cannot destroy them. Oh, okay, so that's why they have to execute him, is you have to eat it first and kill the person that holds it. But this sensei just seems too good-hearted to want to do something like that. Okay, so this is, if I understand what's going on, the sensei is hesitant not because he's a good-hearted person, but because he sees that Itadori has the ability to possibly control the cursed energy, and the sensei said that it's rare that someone doesn't just simply die from it or doesn't get overtaken by the cursed energy. So he sees potential in Itadori, not because he's a good person. So he's gonna make him eat all the fingers? Oh shoot. Join our channel memberships and be a part of an exclusive interactive community where you receive early access to all my reaction videos 5 days before they get released, behind the scenes content, members only polls, monthly watch parties where you get to interact directly with me, and uncensored reaction videos with 100% opacity for an extra level of enjoyment. You'll also receive exclusive loyalty badges and custom emojis just for members. So click that join button below to enjoy your members only perks today. Sugi. I'm gonna even try to remember the names of the hospitals. Sugi Sawa. Also, I just like to practice my Japanese pronunciation for myself. We'll see if we can guess the name of that title and why this episode's called that. Iguchi senpai. That can't be his grandfather, is it? Maybe his older brother? So my assumption is this is a flashback. Oh no, this is the other student from the club. So, not a flashback. Wait, don't they remember Itadori being there? One thing I noticed about Itadori's face, I don't know if this is just his natural face, but he has this crease in his cheekbone. Maybe that's supposed to be the eyelid of the cursed energy that's in him, or if that's just his natural bone structure where he has a very hard-edged cheekbone. Oh, maybe they're bringing one of the Jujutsu guys here to heal him. Because usually if there's negative energy, there's going to be positive energy. Alright. I don't know how many of you guys watch Bob's Burgers, but this looks like the daughter from Bob's Burgers. That looks like a crematory. I wonder what he's talking about who died from the curse. Okay, maybe they're talking about, is it normal for the club member, the senpai, the student who was part of the 3-person club, for them to die? I'm gonna read back so I understand the story a little better. Are casualties like these from curses pretty common? This one was rather exceptional case. Okay, so casualties from all the battling and stuff, I'm assuming. It's a good night when someone dies a normal death after encountering a curse. I wonder why it's a good night. Okay, so when someone's body gets torn apart. Oh, instead of a body being like ripped apart violently, at least this guy is intact and gets to die a normal type of death where he's not ripped apart. I remember some of you commenting how violent this anime is going to be. That's probably his grandfather, I'm assuming. Just the bones are left. I don't think I could ever do that, to see the bones of a deceased family member. So he's already talking about doing the noble deed where if he pursues this, will fewer people be harmed by the curses if I take on this mission. Oh, he's gonna eat the second finger? I like how even the senpai's backing away. That's not a good sign. Ugh. Wait, I didn't even see him. Did he even put it in his mouth? Okay, he threw it in. Wow, so Itadori has the opportunity to become like one of the most powerful demons or cursed energies. What do you call them? Demon? Cursed person? So it came out a little bit, but he's able to still come back to his normal self. Oh, the talent. Man, I can't wait till he's able to turn it on command and do some badass stuff. What is the last request? I bet you he's going to become so powerful that they won't be able to execute him. This is a big risk by the Jujutsu organization to risk all this power into one person. Sorcerers, okay. That's what they're called. Now it's time for our halftime snack time from our video sponsors, Tokyo Treat and Sakurako, which are monthly subscription services where you receive authentic Japanese snacks delivered straight to your door every month. First, we'll try a more modern selection of snacks from Tokyo Treat. This guy just looks really happy. My guess is going to be a savory snack. Smells kind of like seafood, maybe some seafood chips. This one's definitely on the lighter side, a hint of salt, a touch of umami. This one feels a little bit thick and rubbery. Definitely smells sweet. I don't know if it's bubblegum or if it's just some type of candy chewy. Whoa, kind of has this fruit root beer flavor. This is really good. For this one, I think it's supposed to be some soda candy where you take some type of lollipop and you dip it inside this powder here. So here's the lollipop. There's the fizz. A little bit sour, which is cool. Kind of like a Coke flavor. That powder is nice. Kind of a fun experience. I can see a lot of kids liking this when the candy's more interactive. Now we'll try a more traditional selection of snacks from Sakurako. Look at this cute fish, probably sponge cake. I see a little green on the inside, so maybe it's like a green tea cake. All the pastries are just so fresh, even though they're shipped overseas. Kind of like a green tea sponge cake with red bean on the inside. And I chose this one because I like cats, and this is a cute design. A single cookie or cracker, I think. I love Japanese rice crackers. Not sure what this is, but it's got trees, it's got green, maybe green tea. Ooh, kind of like a wafer on the outside with some type of green filling, maybe a green tea filling. Wow. I think it's a red bean filling. Really, really crunchy cracker on the outside. And this would go so good with their tea. If you want to enjoy your own authentic Japanese snacks, then use my discount code and link below to get $5 off your first order of Tokyo Treat and Sakurako, and enjoy these snacks while we watch Jujutsu Kaisen together. It's also a great way to support the channel, as I do get a small commission from every purchase, so thank you so much for your support. Gotta pay respects to your family members and your ancestors, those that paved the way for you to exist.
本当に東京？東京も郊外はこんなんよ。伏黒は？術師の治療を受けて、今はぐっすりさ。
So does that mean, is that the friend? Okay, no, that is the original sorcerer that was helping Itadori.
呪術教育機関の一校。表向きには私立の宗教系学校とされている。多くの呪術師が卒業後もここを起点に活動しており、教育のみならず任務の。
Well, I can't wait to see the other sorcerers and all the cool fighting that's gonna happen.
とりあえず、ユージはこれから学長と面談ね。
Alright, so every principal so far I've seen in Haikyuu, in Dragon Ball Z, any type of elder authority figure, they usually don't look very flattering. They look like these older people with like toupees and power hungry, kind of goofy people, not really respectable figures. So I'm curious what the principal of this school looks like. It's gonna put him up to a fight. Oh, he comes out.
悪い先生、たまに出てくんだ。愉快な体になったね。貴様には借りたからな。小僧の体を物にしたら真っ先に殺してやる。スクナに狙われるなんて光栄だね。やっぱこいつ有名なの？両面スクナは腕が4。
You know, I've watched Naruto a long time ago and I didn't finish the whole thing, but from what I remember, this reminds me of where Naruto possessed the energy of that fox, that demon fox, whatever that creature was. I think that destroyed the village and that energy was stored in him. So correct me if I'm wrong if that's not the storyline of Naruto, but it kind of reminds me of that where Sukuna is this incredible energy that's going to be stored in the main character here. And his challenge is to be able to control it for good. So he was a human. I love backstories. Yeah, how did they kill him? So he's the most powerful of the curses.
力のすべてを取り戻したスクナならちょっとしんどいかな。負けちゃう？勝つさ。
Well, at least he's confident that he could win in case Sukuna achieves his full form again. What's all those cute... Okay, let's take a look at this principal. I'm assuming he's the principal here. He's got a lot of cute dolls. He's either doing some type of voodoo or he's repairing these cute dolls. Ooh, talking back to the principal, huh? Masamuchi. What do you hope to find once you've studied curses and learned how to exercise him? Man, going straight for the interview. I like the confidence with which Itadori speaks. Okay, honoring the wishes of his grandpa to do the right thing and to save people. But he wants him to know because it's what he wants to do. He's gonna beat him up now. Cursed corpses. You're gonna have to fight against these cute dolls. That's a funny Funny aspect of this anime. That is true. True answers come when you're at your wit's end, when you have no more to give. It's hard to take this scene seriously because he's fighting against a doll, but the action is still pretty good. Showing his butthole. Maybe he has to light it on fire. What do you say there? A Jujutsu sorcerer is constantly facing death, yes? And not just their own death. Sometimes you might ignore those murdered by a curse to rend the flesh from it. So maybe in the process of trying to contain a curse, a lot of people have to die in the process, not because you want them, but that's just the nature of trying to keep this curse under control. So a lot of people will die in the process. Yeah. So the reason it has to be deeper than someone else telling you. And that's why, because if he does die, are you going to blame your grandfather because he's the one that quote-unquote told you to do it? That's true. Educate, man, this guy, this principal has some wise words. Education is making people realize things. One of my favorite quotes is from, gosh, is it Mark Twain? Don't let your education get in the way of learning. Kind of reminds me of that. But in this instance, when you're educating somebody, it's not the amount of knowledge you know or even how much you can understand, but it's having deep revelations about subject matters that are meaningful to you. That's how I would sum up education. Uppercut by a doll. Oh, but Itadori looks like he's about to figure it out. Because he was saying this guy's just a doll, it's not a person. Never die without regret. Now he has his revelation as he's near death. Oh, something only I can handle because my body can handle it. So, as he's coming to this revelation, he could easily be hanging out with his friends, reading manga, enjoying life, but as he sees people die as a result of this uncontained Sukunu cursed energy as it consumes more people, it would be hard for him to stand by knowing that he's the one that can stop Sukuna. So he must do it because that is his born duty. To live with no regret as he's suffocating a doll. I like this principal. Oh, I like this. Every anime seems to have like a cute character that you fall in love with. Oh, can't wait for the training scenes.
君はここで待ってればいいじゃん。いい、やるったらやる。ぐうたらしてる俺に。おつボロボロの伏黒が指と受ける絵面は受けるけどな。確かに。
Who wouldn't want to lay around and let other people do the work?
なんてことはありえないんだけどね。あ、試したな。そんな簡単に見つかるなら、とっくに全部見つけてるっちゅう話。
Yeah, how will they find them? Do they have some type of tracker like the Dragon Ball Z trackers?
探すということに関して、これほど面倒なものもない。でも、今は君がいる。君の中のスクナが力を取り戻すために指のありかを。
Ah, so maybe they will attract, yeah, they will use the current fingers to find the energy of the other fingers. So he has to be there. Let's look at that door opening and closing. So when you see this door open, to create depth, the door has to go from, like, if you look at the back side of the door, it has to go from short to wide. That's really good animation to create that type of depth. And then as it closes, it has to go skinnier back into space. Wow, he heals super fast. He was all bloodied up, and now that's probably the benefits of being a sorcerer. Closing on his head. The third first year, who's that? Wow, all that effort into those connecting carts on the Tokyo train. So zoom in closely, you'll see the different wires and like different metal parts. And as it goes, there's like a little delay, and that's the inertia of the big train and then the small inserting unit. So as it goes into it, it hits first, and then the train follows afterward. Great physics animated here. Boom, a little bit of a delay in motion, even the reaction of the green one. So this sounds like a female. Maybe this is the third first year. Let's look at that food there. Wow, that looks like fatty toro, some tuna. You see that marbling of the fat there. Oh, and that famous cold green Japanese green tea bottle. Lotion, interesting. Is this a different outro, or is this the same one from before? 'Cause I don't recognize these b-boy dance moves, or even that lotion scene here. But let's watch it. I'm assuming that's supposed to be Itadori, and this is the second character. And they're walking around like they're models here, like they're K-pop stars. Got swag on the shoulder. And this must be the third character, so looks like there's going to be the 3 main sorcerers, and then you got the senpai. And this character probably is going to be a little bit more self-absorbed, wanting to be scouted by a modeling agency. Ooh, and we have the coolest, hey, we got the coolest cat from, he's the blind sorcerer. Maybe he's I think he said it was a third year. I really like this art style where it's just lines and then just a quick brush of the paint, or the paint marker really just has so much energy in the way that it's painted outside the lines. Almost like it's like we see those drawings of those models when they're trying to draft different types of clothing. Episode 2 was a little bit more story driven, not a lot of action, but that's kind of what I expected as they progress the story, because there's really no better way to introduce the characters other than just a lot of talking and dialogue and flashbacks. Although I did really enjoy that fight scene between Itadori and the cursed cute green doll, especially when that green doll got like a cheap shot at the very end once he thought that the fight was over. That was pretty funny. But I'm looking forward to meeting this third character, and are they recruiting her actively, or was she born into Jujutsu? Because Itadori kind of fell into it just on accident by happening to cross paths with cursed energy. I don't know how the senpai got recruited into Jujutsu school, so I actually really enjoy this backstories that they provide, and I like that they sprinkle it throughout the season versus just telling everyone's backstory in the first couple episodes. So I really like that style there. And anytime there's a school in anime, there's going to be some training, and I love training scenes.